Good evening, this is NHK's News 7 for Friday, October 3rd. Officials in Nagano Prefecture say 16 climbers may still be unaccounted for on Mount Ontake. 47 people have been confirmed dead after the mountain erupted last Saturday. Today's search operations were called off due to poor weather. They plan to resume their search over a wider area from tomorrow onward. There has been intermittent rain around Mount Ontake since last night. The summit was covered by clouds and couldn't be seen from the base, so the search didn't take place today. Almost a week has passed since the eruption last Saturday, in which 47 people are confirmed dead. It's the worst volcanic disaster in Japan since World War II. The eruption occurred at midday on Saturday at the peak of the autumn foliage viewing season. This image was taken 15 minutes before the eruption. It shows a crowd of people. The summit was full of people around the time of the eruption. And this picture was taken near the shrine at the summit at 11:53 a.m., 1 minute after the eruption. Black smoke could be seen billowing up. The prefectural government today announced the number of climbers unaccounted for. An official says 16 people are still missing. Prefectural officials say they figured out the number by talking with people who were climbing with them as well as their families. More climbers are believed to remain trapped in the mountain. One of them is 23-year-old Yoshio Kawai from Kasugai City in Aichi Prefecture. His father, Masatoshi, has been trying to reach his son by mobile phone since the eruption. He says he's tried calling so many times. Kawai left for the mountain together with a former classmate who were both confirmed dead. The father says he never imagined something like this might happen to his son. He's hoping that Yoshio is still alive. "45-year-old Tetsuya Inooka and his wife Hiromi from Kai City in Yamanashi are thought to have been caught up in the eruption together. Hiromi was confirmed dead yesterday. The whereabouts of her husband are unknown." This video shows Tetsuya playing Japanese drums. The two first met as hearing-impaired members of a group of Japanese drum players. The couple often went to a sign language translator for advice on ways to raise their son and other matters. The translator says they made an ideal family. She says they doted on their son, doing whatever he liked. It was heartwarming to see them speak to their son, looking him in the eye. The translator says hearing-impaired people find it hard if they're left in the dark, and she is saddened to think that the two might have lost sight of others when smoke from the eruption made everything pitch black. She's hoping they're brought back as soon as possible. Ryota Nomura is a freshman in Aichi University. His father says he remains missing after having left for Mount Ontake along with a relative. People say Nomura is a considerate man who cares for his family very much. A university friend says Nomura kindly spoke to him and made a good companion when he felt uneasy right after joining university. He's hoping Nomoto will be found safe. Starting tomorrow, the Rescue Task Force is planning to extend the scope of search to slopes away from mountain trails.
Friends and relatives of the deceased paid their final farewells. Masaki Shako was a former professor at Kanazawa University. More than 100 people attended his funeral. An expert on information systems, Shako retired from his job 5 years ago. He and his wife enjoyed various sports, including running and skiing. The couple caught up in the eruption. His wife was injured, but survived. One of his friends from a tennis group says she still cannot believe a wonderful man like Shako has died. She misses him. This man, posing for a picture at the top of Mount Ontake, is Hideomi Takahashi, a company employee from Kawasaki City. It's believed the photo was taken several minutes before the eruption that killed him. One of his friends released on the internet 7 photos taken with Takahashi's smartphone after gaining his family's approval. The relatives reportedly said that they want people to remember the beautiful scenes the deceased had seen. The friend wrote, "Thank you for your last gift, Hide." Another man took about 100 photos that day. Izumi Noguchi was a company employee from Ikeda Town, Nagano Prefecture. His widow says he looks happy. She says it's unbelievable that the eruption happened later that day. This is the last photo Noguchi took. His wife says he should have run away instead of taking this photo of the rising smoke. The photos were found in his digital camera. His wristwatch stopped at 12:20 p.m. shortly after the eruption occurred. Noguchi's widow says she will pile up stones in his memory in about 10 years' time. She will climb the mountain as high as possible to create a stone cairn for him.